Hey, welcome to Mind and Movement, getting smart about how you move. I'm Hazel, thanks for joining me for Coffee and Move 18. We're on day 15 of our retreat here in New Zealand. It's going well, hey? I hope everybody is having fun. It seems we are squishing the curve, hopefully. It's good anyway. Today I'm going to do just some really classic movements. And remember, if you watched my rant yesterday, the body doesn't know what a stretching exercise is, or what a mobility exercise is, or what a strength exercise is. It just knows movement, and your parts of your body are either moving or they're not moving. And chances are that your feet are not moving very much, especially if you wear shoes a lot. So I've got my fingers in between my toes. This is called holding hands with your toes, holding hands with your feet, actually. And I am pushing my phalanges, these bones in my toes, out, which is ineffectively pushing my metatarsals, these bones in my feet, away from each other, which is waking up my little intrinsic foot muscles, which are muscles within the foot that in most of us are incredibly weak and not up to much because the movement of our foot has been outsourced to shoes, those prosthetic devices that we put on our feet every day. So this is something I do a lot when I'm sitting on the ground, watching TV or watching surfing or whatever. I normally just watch surfing. I don't really watch much TV, but there's no surfing on the World Surf League. It's not happening at the moment, but we've been watching All In, which is about some of the best surfers in the world. Go Steve Gilmore. Shiver, she's awesome. Anyway, watch All In on the World Surf League if you're into surfing, and hold hands with your feet while you're doing it for some bonus foot action. Surfers tend to have pretty good foot function because they spend a lot of time barefoot on the sand and barefoot on their boards, and they tend to understand just how minute a change in foot position can really affect the position on the board. So holding hands with your feet, love it. Look how spread my toes are now. Oh, good one. Okay, so let's do the other side. I'm reading this book called Primate Change, which is really, really good. And in it he talks a lot about how our foot function has really decreased dramatically since we started using really restrictive shoes or supportive shoes. And he talks about a biomechanist from Stanford University who uses the analogy of, imagine you have been in a car crash and you've hurt your neck, and you then wear a neck brace, and you wear that neck brace for a couple of weeks while your neck's recovering, but then you take it off because you want your neck muscles to recover their strength. But that's the kind of thing that shoes do to our feet. Like, if we never took the neck brace off, you'd get to a point where one day you did take it off and you'd be like, oh my golly, like I've just got no neck strength. And that's what happens to our feet. We get to the point where somebody goes, hey, your feet don't function very well because of shoes, and you go, oh my god, they don't. I can't lift up my big toe. I can't spread my toes. These really simple things that we should be able to do. And why? It's because we put these things on our feet every day that really restrict the movement of our feet. So here I am coming up into the old classic V-sit. I'll put the camera in a bad position today, you can't really see my face. And chairs, again, they're also a technology that is reducing the movement of our body. So currently, at the moment, I'm going to actually come down a bit today and bolster myself with my hands. Currently designing a program called Restore. It's about restoring your feet, restoring your hips, and restoring the thoracic spine. And what I'm realizing more and more is that, why do we have to restore our feet? It's because we wear shoes and walk on concrete and flat surfaces all the time. Why do we need to restore our hips? It's because we sit in chairs in the same position all the time. Why do we have to restore our thoracic spine? Because we sit in positions and use our arms and positions to keyboard and type and whatnot. And so ultimately, why do we need to restore our body? Because we're not moving it. So it's not that, sitting does anything in particular to our body. Well, it does. It makes specific muscles shorter and specific muscles weaker. But it's not the sitting, it's just the lack of movement. We're not moving. We need to move. So move. How are you going to move today? This is one way of getting your body into different positions and moving parts of you. And moving parts of you in different and new ways. But how else are you going to, we're going to do the side bend sit now. How else are you going to move your body today? What else are you going to do? You're going to go for a walk. Many of these movements are designed, like I've said repeatedly, to help your walking to become more nutritious, so that every step you take, you are moving correctly at all your joints, so other joints aren't having to move in excessive amounts because of a lack of movement somewhere else, which is really what's happening in lots of us, and those areas have stopped moving. Why? Because we haven't moved them. Really simple. And the whole idea here is just transitioning your body back into more and more movement. For me, this is something I've been playing with over the last really 5-6 years. And I stopped working in a job where I had to sit down all day. Not that I had to sit down all day. I sat down maybe half my day and moved with clients for the other half. But now I never sit in a chair during my work day. Sometimes I sit in chairs at night when I'm having dinner, maybe at a friend's place, and they sit in chairs. I'll sit in a chair. I'll sit in a chair when I go to a cafe or in public, or I'm not against chairs, and there's nothing wrong with sitting in a chair for a short period of time, 10-20 minutes. It's just a different position for your body. It's just that repetitive positioning that's really, really detrimental. And repetitive positioning just means you're not moving. You're stuck in one position. So flip it around a bit and just go, how can I move more? How can I move more? And I understand that many of you during the retreat here are working very hard from home and looking after kids, so you don't have extra time. But if you're like me, who I can't see any of my clients, so I do have extra time, and when I'm not working, I'm using that time to get more and more movement into my day. So yeah, I've been going on long walks, which have been wonderful. It's a beautiful time of year in New Zealand here. And yeah, side bend, sit it up. This is a good one for your hips. Can you fit your hand? So I'm taking my hand and putting it under my butt cheek and seeing if I can. Is there any space there, or is this hip, this butt cheek on the ground? That's what we're going for. If this is uncomfortable, like I've said before, you can use your hands to prop yourself up, or you can lift yourself up on a bolster to make it more enjoyable for you. Okay. So, and now I'm going to hold hands with my feet again, because it's cool. Now getting this mobility through your foot, and yeah, giving the rest of your foot a nice gentle massage. It's lovely. What are you doing today, everyone? I'm going to the supermarket today. Pretty exciting times. I've only been to the supermarket once. I didn't think I panic bought, but I just got a lot of stuff when I did go to the supermarket at the start of this retreat. So this is my second time to the supermarket. I'm excited. Might give myself a few treats, and by that I mean foods that are really, really good for my body. I subscribe to Cultivate. Cultivate deliver currently organic vegetables that they have. They're not certified organic, but they don't use any yuckies in the production of this stuff, and they create it all, helping people who need help. They do the garden. It's a great organisation. It's called Cultivate. Google it, they're delivering at the moment. We got our veggie bag last night full of amazing vegetables. Purple potatoes, so delicious. Beetroot that are like stripy, incredible. We roasted some vegetables and it just looked amazing. Okay, so holding hands with your feet. Okay, let's come back into the V-sit. I'm bolstering with my hands today for a little bit of extra load for me. And let's finish off with a couple of side bend sits. So we've done 3 movements today, holding hands with your feet, the V-sit and the side bend. This position, whatever you want to call it, side sit. It's just a very natural kind of way to put your body. You can do it like this if you want. It's kind of a V-sit and a side bend sit all at the same time. You can't see me, but I'm moving my toes whilst I'm doing that. Get some blood flow down into the foot. This foot, for me, has way better control, which is ironic because I got meningitis when I was 23, and it was this foot that didn't get a lot of blood flow. There was talk of chopping things off, and I had no feeling and not much blood flow in my big toe for a long time, and the doctors told me I'd never get that movement, that feeling back, and they were wrong. Complete feeling in this toe now. There used to be a spot right at the top of my toe that I couldn't feel, but now I can. Wonderful. But the doctors were wonderful. They saved my life. Thank you to all the doctors, and thank you to all the doctors around the world who are working really, really bloody hard to save a lot of lives. There are so many lives that have been saved due to awesome medical professionals. In New Zealand here, there's only been 1 death so far. Bless her. And I don't believe there's anybody in Christchurch Hospital with coronavirus currently. So feeling very lucky to be in New Zealand right now. Hope you are doing very well wherever you are. And I hope you enjoyed these 3 lovely moves for your body. I'll see you soon. Tomorrow, in fact.